What's up, guys? Welcome back to another freaking podcast.
Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're having a good Friday so far. The time changed, so we have something going for us. You know what I mean?
Things are looking bright. If you were in a depression, if it was cloudy in there, go ahead and come on out. It's the best time of the year.
Yeah, if you guys have seasonal depression, you know that this is when things start looking up for everyone. So.
I have yearly depression, but this makes it a little bit better.
My phone just died.
Bruh. Okay, guys, since you guys love the other podcast where we just did puros advice ones, we did get so much more. I don't know why, because you posted on your Instagram.
I think so. I feel like a lot of people forgot that that's what we did on the podcast sometimes, because we started talking a lot about baby stuff. So we're kind of like going back to our roots and like digging in. And I feel like now more people that started loving the podcast started following me on Instagram and started seeing that you can send us advice questions. And I feel like also because last time we made it very clear that it's going to be anonymous as well. So
Yeah.
I think that's why you guys got a little bit more hyped. So yeah, we have a lot of emails, guys. And my phone just died, so it's all going to be on Jonathan's phone this time.
Yeah, guys, this is going to be a good one. I'm happy you're here. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We always do giveaways, so just by commenting, you're automatically entered. So they're just random out there. Before we get started, guys, I just wanted to address some of the comments we got on the last podcast, which were if I could talk a little bit more about stocks and crypto and stuff like that. I just wanted to plug myself real quick with my friends. We do talk about that stuff more into depth. We talk about conspiracies. We talk about funny, dumb stuff that three men in their 20 years talk about. So go ahead and go over there. It's called The Cave Podcast, guys. We're almost at 900 subscribers. Over there, we do giveaways every week. So go ahead and check that out, please, guys. I would appreciate it. Anyways, without further ado, let's go right in. We're going to go with this one. I'm going to trust you, girl. It says, open me. I'm juicy. But you did make it quite long, so I'm going to go ahead and read through this. Bear with me. Ready? I did not go past 4th grade reading, so my reading sucks. I don't even know.
People are going to believe you.
Why?
That you didn't go past 4th grade.
Yeah,
reading.
I know. Would I be the asshole if I told my best friend's husband that she cheated on him while he was in another country? The ultimate question. Backstory. I'm a 24-year-old female and my best friend is 23 years old. We met when we were 7 years and we were very close from the beginning, and all through elementary and middle school we could tell each other everything as we both had no friends. We separated when we were in high school, but we always kept in touch, sometimes months apart, but when we together it was like old times. We would talk about everything.
Take it chill.
Babe, I'm actually reading it as they type it, so if it sounds grammatically incorrect, it's
no, it's not even that it's grammatically incorrect. It's that you're reading it super fast. Like, it literally feels like I put 0.5
Okay. Almost there. As adults, we have worked together through 3 jobs. She was always good in school and got scholarships to get a free ride through a really good college in another state, and there was pressure from her mother to go. She was an only child from divorced parents, and she always been somewhat neglected from attention in her father's home, but drowned in attention at her mom's. She's from another country and would go there every summer. In her late teens, during her summer visits, she met her current husband. We were 18 and she decided to move to this country to be with him. Within months, they were married and expecting their first child. She came to live in the U.S. a few months pregnant to have her child here and continue to see him during the summer visits. It's honestly so sad, and I couldn't imagine being apart from my significant other for such a long time. She was in a process of trying to get her husband to come live here, but the legal process of that can take years, and they estimated between 3 to 4, meaning they were together for a total of 6 to 7 years. Bullet point just has a fire emoji. Another bullet point. Then one day, only months before her husband arrived, she tells me she is having an affair with someone she works with, but hasn't gone all the way yet. This man is almost 40, married, with a kid on the way. At first, I told her that I understood what she was going through and she's gone through, but I also felt horrible for her husband who's about to be here. Anywho, we stopped talking for a while because I was busy with work. I had actually been trying to get into her job, and after months of applying, I finally got the job. I even met the guy, and everyone loves him at work, but I can't stand him. It's not now about 8 months after her confession, but this co-worker, her husband, babe, it's just how it is. Her husband is here and they're expecting another child. We met not too long ago and she told me that she did in fact do the dirty deed from March to June, basically up until the day her husband came to the US. She said they are no longer involved because of his religion and because her husband is here. Part of me thinks there still could be something going on, but I want to believe she's telling the truth. Love you guys and love the podcast. Oh my God. Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you send this email now? You should have told the husband 8 months ago.
And I also feel like you know that you're doing something wrong by not saying anything. And listen, there's just a lot, like, my mind thought about so many things, because it's true when they say the messenger always gets shot, you know. It's been like that a lot of times. Like, you know, you tell your friend that her man is cheating on him, and then her man le lava el coco, and then your friend tells you like, no, eres una chismosa y no te creo, and then you guys start being friends. Obviously the messenger always gets shot. But when it comes to like, because there's a lot of levels, and yeah, I try to put myself in like her shoes, and it's hard. Yeah, your best friend, but it's like you need to do what's morally correct, what's right. And so the guy's 40, right?
Yeah.
So that means that he has a whole ass life too, like a wife and kids. So it's like you're not only doing your best friend's husband a favor, but that man's family a favor. And maybe you're right. Maybe you're thinking like, no es mi lugar de decir cosas, but karma's a bitch, and I'm telling you, girl.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Va viene, and you just have to look out for yourself, honestly, especially because this is just like, you wouldn't be in the wrong, you know. And if you lose a friend, that's not a friend, you know. I don't know. That's a lot to unpack, and I just feel like,
and I feel like it's not even a friend. That, like, yeah, you guys were close at one point, but you, like you said, you didn't see her for months at a time. You finally got the job, whatever. It's not like your hard bestie, you know, like it's not like a die hard type of thing. And
whether or not it's die hard, I just feel like you gotta,
like, give him an anonymous tip. Don't just like go straight up to him. Maybe take pictures, take screenshots.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can make him know, like make it known. You don't have to go straight up and be like, hey, she's cheating on you. No, like, and there's a lot of times that he won't believe you if you don't have proof, you know. So you gotta be a little bit creative, but you know what's morally correct. You know that you have to tell him, not only for the sake of his life, but for the sake of the man's family's life as well. I just don't know, like, en qué cabeza cabe that you're questioning yourself if you should say something. Because how I always put it into perspective is, put yourself in that guy's shoes or that man's family's shoes. Wouldn't you want to know?
Yeah, as much as it hurts and as much drama you could cause, because at the end of the day, that girl's gonna be mad and maybe stop talking to you. But look, imagine how relieved you're gonna feel, like.
And look at the big picture too. Like, yeah, you're gonna lose one friend, but you're saving a man's happiness and another family's happiness as well. And like I said, karma's a bitch. So if you think that you're doing something by keeping this a secret, it could easily happen to you or someone you love as well. So just keep an eye out for yourself and be selfish, and just think about your conscience. Because at the end of the day, te mueres tú sola con tu misma conciencia. Hi, Blanca and Jonathan. I need advice. I'm a senior in high school and started talking to this boy my age. We used to text in the summer, pero when school started, I guess you could say we were talking. Eventually, I started to see he had nothing going for himself, so I lost feelings. Ooh, she got the ick. So after I told him that it needed to end, we stopped talking for about 1 month, but it was always hard to get away from him because we're in the same friend group. Conocí a alguien más. He's 2 years older and treats me the way I've always wanted to be treated. He met my parents. He drives 2 hours to see me every other weekend. Pero now me and this other guy have been talking a lot more in school, and I miss the bond we shared, not him. No sé qué hacer. Girl, you literally,
what the
like,
heck, girl?
It's right there in front of your face, honestly.
Let's next.
No, but I just feel like there are a lot of people need the reassurance that you're doing something right. That's why I wanted to read it, because I'm like, it's right there in your face. Like, just read between the lines, girl. You know,
girl, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, Blanca's gonna tell you that, right? Like, pick the nice guy. But if you're still having these, it's okay to feel that. What I'm trying to say, it's okay to like the bum more than this guy. Okay, I know it doesn't make sense. You're like, why do I still kind of like this guy, kind of like what we had, if this nice guy is, you know? But That's just the female brain, man. You guys just like a little bit of the unknown, the uncertainty, right?
Well, I wasn't gonna say pick the nice guy.
You were, babe.
No, I wasn't. I
Next.
was literally saying, or read between the lines, girl.
Yeah.
Take a step back and analyze exactly what you're going for, because it's like one of them is fun, one of them is logical. Do you want to have fun and then end up heartbroken or end up going nowhere with the guy, or do you want to, I guess, be in a steady relationship? Is that how you call
literally
it?
Just said he treats me like I've always wanted to be treated, yet you still have feelings for this other bum.
Que nos gusta que nos traten mal.
I wanted you to say it.
It's just, that's how it is, guys. Honestly, in high school relationships, well, first of all, in high school, you're not very mature. Girls, of course, are more mature than guys, but you're still not very mature. So yeah, you want the fun. I feel like you see the little, ¿cómo se dice? The adventure in someone that has nothing going for them. But just talk to yourself, girl, please, and choose what's best for you. And if you want to have fun, that's fine.
This one says toxic parents / relationship advice. Hey guys, so here's the tea. Me and my boyfriend have been dating for almost gonna be about 2 years now, and my parents don't know. Do you think you could keep a relationship from your parents for 2 years, babe?
Yes.
That's insane. But I feel
Edith
like
and Ricardo did it.
But moms know right away. Like she said, my mom knew right away.
Yeah.
Anyways, the reason they don't know and we are keeping it hidden is because when I tried telling them about him, she didn't approve just because he works as an aborturist. I don't know what that is. ARBORIST. Is that the person that does abortions?
I have no idea. Search it up.
Wait, hold my microphone.
Let me do a little research really quick before we make any assumptions.
Maintains trees and woody plants to ensure their healthy, safe, and attractive condition, including chemical. En las yardas.
So he conducts abortions?
I thought that's what it was, babe. That's fucked up. I said that.
Sorry, girl.
But I'd never heard it being called an abort.
That's a practical term.
It makes me upset because he's really sweet and trying to do his own company, but like my parents judge and don't want to meet him until he doesn't go to school, which is unfair. That's fucked up. Your parents are interesados. My mom basically wants me to date someone that goes to college. One time we were together and they saw us and a whole problem went down. To keep it short, they didn't want me to go with him, and both my parents told me to stop speaking to him, basically threatening me and him to leave each other alone. Now we only see each other behind my parents' back, but like eventually I would want them to approve of him and have a normal relationship. It makes us both really upset how everything happened with our relationship. It's been like a year and a half and we both have been seeing each other behind their backs, and we both talk about it, and he tells me I should know what I'm gonna do, but I don't know. I'm confused. I wouldn't want to be in that whole problem with my parents threatening me. Now I'm seeking advice, like how should I make my parents understand that I want to be with him or confront them without tripping out. But I'm also like scared because I don't want the whole discussion and altercation. What should I do, j&jvlogs? Keep in mind, I was 19 when that happened, and now I'm 21. Take it away, baby. That's fucked up.
Listen, girl. It's your life. Honestly, you're 21 years old. I would understand maybe you're 15, 16. That's a lot. You still live under your parents' roof, I'm sure. But yeah, hay reglas, but I feel like there's a certain sense of respect where you can tell them, like, I know that you don't like that I'm dating him, and that's cool, but I need you to respect the fact that I want to be with him. Like, if you really want to be with him, you're gonna make it work and be with him. And it just takes me back to like me and you. We had a pretty toxic relationship, and my mom knew when we would break up, and my mom knew when we would get back together. And although my mom was never like de acuerdo, ¿cómo se dice eso en inglés? She was never on board with us getting back together. Like, she would always be like, it's because you guys need to stop playing games, But regardless of that, she never told me, like, I don't want you seeing him. I don't want you doing this, because my mom knew that I was going to do it behind her back regardless. And I feel like your parents aren't dumb. I'm pretty sure that they know that you're still seeing them, that you're still seeing him, and they don't want to admit it to themselves. So as I was saying, where I was getting to it is that yo hacía todo lo posible por estar con Jonathan, por ver a Jonathan, and I just feel like if you really like this guy, regardless of what he does for work, regardless if he goes to school or not, college doesn't mean anything. There's people that go to college and then do nothing with their life. So I really, really, really feel like your parents shouldn't, like, their opinion shouldn't matter that much if you really love this guy.
Blanca's too nice, guys. Your parents, with all due respect, that is so weird. That is some novela, 2003 novela shit right there. No quiero que te cases con él. Acá está Ricky, va al colegio. No te cases con Miguel porque nomás es el jardinero. Come on, like, what the
But do you guys
hell?
see in those novelas, the guy that ends up going to college ends up not being shit, y Ricky el jardinero ends up being a millionaire in the future?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
And-
his parents
and
are just...
He's a arborist. I cannot say that word to save my life. But he already has plans on about opening, you know, his own company. And I personally used to sell cars, and I had someone that owned their own company cutting down trees and stuff, and he made bank, girl. Okay, he bought 2 trucks that same day. So don't listen to your parents. If he has
Yes.
the will and the, you know, the effort to go and make something else out of it, then stick with him, because you're gonna regret it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think your parents should have a say into your relationship, especially because they already lived their life and they just gotta let you do what you want to do, you know? And the more that they don't, ¿cómo se dice apoyar?
Support.
The more that they don't support you, the more they're driving you away from them. So I just don't feel like they should have a say in this, especially because you're old enough. I feel like you're old enough to know what you want. And I feel like you're also old enough to know that you can't judge someone because of what they work, because if they went to school or any of that. Because there's just a lot more knowledge nowadays. So yeah, your parents are a little bit, not the vibes.
Yeah,
on
not
this
the vibes.
one.
Parents, not the vibes. Vibe check not passed. But we'll keep us updated, girl, because I have a feeling this guy's gonna do something good. Okay, mark my words.
Okay, I need to see your opinion on this, babe.
A ver.
Me and my husband split up 2 years ago. I want to get a divorce, but when we got married, we started the process for his green card. Until this day, he hasn't received it. I really want to help him, but I also moved on with my life and don't want to continue to be married with him. Do you think I should continue to help him or just get divorced regardless?
Fuck. I think if he was a nice man, if the breakup wasn't too icky, too
If he
yucky,
didn't cheat on you or
too
hit
crazy,
you.
yeah, I think you kind of owe it to him. If I was in that similar position, donde yo le estaba arreglando, which I am, and even if something were to happen, I feel like I still owe it to her, because we were in such a happy and loving relationship, you know. And at the end of the day, by her arreglando, him arreglando, one day, I'm assuming his parents don't have papers, because obviously why would he if his parents do? Maybe él le puede arreglar a su familia, and then they can go back to the ranchito and stuff like that. So that's always been like a thing of mine, like no matter what happens with me and Blanca, like I would always support her to do that. Or, you know, so I would I know it's super hard to be with someone, especially if you've moved on, but like, what's the most you have to do? A couple signing documents every once in a while,
I think
faking pictures.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be just like it's just gonna be the process of proving that you were still together. I feel like that's gonna be different, or maybe he's just waiting for it. He shouldn't really specify what part of the process you're in, but like Jonathan said, honestly, you're doing a good thing by letting someone get their green card. And maybe you don't see that because you have never struggled, you've never had wanted to go back to Mexico and not been able to. So you guys have already been split for 2 years. You didn't really specify that he cheated on you, that he abused you. You didn't specify any of that. So from our point of view, we think that it's the best for you to just continue with the process. Of course, continue living your life and let it be known to him, like, hey, I still want to help you, but this and this and this and this is how it is, you know.
Yeah.
Just ponle like the rules that you want. Like, yeah, we can take pictures here and there, and we can take the proof and maybe get together, study the questions that they're gonna ask you when you go for the interview. But I definitely don't think that you're doing anything wrong by staying married to him just for him to get his green card.
Yeah, because if I was in that position and I was the one getting fixed, and I was like, I'm so close to being able to work anywhere I want, start my own business, do everything, and salir adelante en este país, and you just kind of rip that away from me, I'd be kind of, you know, that kind of suck a lot.
Yeah, that would be very sad.
I need to move on, or I'll be stuck here forever.
Oh, man.
Hello, Spill the Beans podcast. Hope you are doing well. Here's my short story. About 2 years ago, I moved in with my boyfriend at a young age, 19. I made this decision because I felt this was the one. The years have passed, and I noticed he started not being the same person that I used to date. He doesn't pay as much attention to me anymore, and he isn't caring anymore. Sometimes I want to move out, but I wouldn't know where to go. I go to college and I work part-time, but I don't think I'll be able to handle paying the bills. I also don't want to go back to my mom's because her and I don't really talk. Any advice would be appreciated. This one's tough, girl. I feel like I've been in your position before where you don't know where you can go, so that's really shitty. And it's really shitty to be having to like live with someone that you don't really, like anymore. So
You've been in that position before?
no, but I imagine like if I had to stay with you, like if I didn't love you anymore and I had to stay with you, that would suck.
That would suck.
Or with anyone.
Yeah. It's hard. I feel like it's hard because you don't have the support from your family. But she didn't say that she didn't love him anymore. She said that he's not the same person that she started dating.
But that's she got the ick.
That sucks. Oh my God. I feel like we're broken records saying you just have to communicate. You just have to talk to him and tell him, because relationships change whether you like it or not. We are not the same people that we were 8 years ago when we started dating, and our relationship has changed throughout the years so much that obviously he doesn't act like he did at the beginning, but there's a part of me that's like, I don't want him to act like he did at the beginning, so maybe there's still salvage in the relationship. Or what would you advise?
No, this is what you would do, girl. Look, if you do still love him, then obviously look for salvage in the relationship. Talk to him, express that he isn't caring. If that's out the window, start planning your escape. What I mean is, look, you work part-time and you go to college. I'm assuming since you don't have the support from your parents, you can apply for FAFSA, for student loans, for stuff like that. Maybe next year, start living in the dorms. I know it's going to be much more expensive, but you can get a loan and then pay it off after college. Just because I don't want you to feel helpless like that, where you don't belong with your mom, but you don't want to be with this guy either. That's kind of nasty. So, like, I know you're going to rack up debt, maybe sleeping at the dorms in college or whatever, but at least you're going to have the option to always pay that off when you graduate. So, yeah, because that sucks, like, being somewhere where you don't want to be. That's like prison, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, I feel like Jonathan is very good at solving problems in his head, and me, I'm just like looking at the other side, like, can you salvage the relationship? Because I really feel like you can. But like he said, there's other things that you can do too. You can, there's always that Instagram post that you can make saying that you're looking for a roommate. Mm-hmm. Put the word out there. Tell your friends to tell their friends. There's low income apartments. There's a lot of help. I feel like if you go to your city and you really, really want to move out, there's a lot of low income help for a lot of people, especially if you're a student. So definitely take advantage of that. But yeah, like Jonathan saying,
join a sorority.
Like Jonathan was saying, you just have to look for a way to solve and start planning your escape. Don't just try to leave one day and you don't know what to do. You don't have a plan A or B. Definitely start planning it. Start looking into roommates. Start looking into how you can get a low income apartment. I feel like as you're planning it, también see if you can salvage the relationship. If that's out the window, then just keep planning until you're able to get out, because you just gotta plan. If you don't have a plan, it's gonna go to shit, to be honest.
I saw all your guys' comments about last podcast where I was breathing into the microphone. Thank you for that. It makes me feel very good.
Okay. Hey, Blanca and Jonathan, congrats on having your baby. Thank you so much. I just got out of 2-year toxic relationship 3 months ago. Recently, I've been struggling with my self-esteem and my confidence. Ever since the breakup, I feel like I'm not good enough. I just start to pick on myself negatively. I want advice on how to gain confidence within myself and be comfortable accepting myself. What do you guys think, or what do you do when you feel down or don't have confidence? What can I do better? Are there any methods? Thank you for your time. May God bless you guys.
This one's all you, babe.
I think getting out of a toxic relationship is one of the hardest, saddest things you can do. And at the moment of the breakup, whether it's 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, they say time heals everything, but sometimes it takes a long time for you to start seeing the healing mechanisms that come into play after. Personally, what I did when I got out of a toxic relationship, for how long were we broken? I think for 3 months, right?
Yeah.
For 2 months. So when we were broken up, this is when you have to do everything that you want and like. You don't have a guy that you have to respond to. You don't have a guy that's gonna tell you that what's good or what's what to do or what not to do. You don't have a guy that is not gonna let you go out, that's not gonna let you do this. So if you like to go to the library and read, if you like to go to a club, if you like to go to a baile, this is the time where you have to go out. And trust me, you're still gonna feel like shit when you get home. You're still gonna feel like shit when you wake up. You're still gonna feel like you're not good enough, like you don't belong, like you don't love yourself. But time truly does heal, and as soon as you start doing everything that you love, everything that makes you happy, slowly but surely you're gonna see yourself in the mirror and be like, that's the girl I know, that's a girl that I'm starting to love. And slowly but surely you're going to start accepting yourself the way you are. And when that comes into play, when you start accepting how you are and loving yourself, that is when you attract the man that is supposed to be your man's, you know. So definitely my advice is always do what makes you happy. Do whatever the heck it is that you want and desire. I'm not kidding, guys. That's a cheat code.
Yeah, that's a cheat code.
Laughing? Why are you laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing with you.
Well, I'm not laughing.
Yeah, you were laughing
before
right now.
this. I wasn't. Why were you laughing
either.
at my advice?
I started laughing as soon as you. Yeah,
why?
I'm telling them that's very good advice. That's it.
What?
No,
Well, what's your advice?
No, I don't know. I'm a toxic person. I just do a lot of drugs and a lot of alcohol, and
Babe, they're gonna believe that.
Guys, by now this is what, babe, like our 50th podcast. They know my type of humor.
I hope they do, but there's some people that are probably new watching this like, is this the dad that I see on j&jvlogs?
It is, guys.
No, tell them, babe, seriously.
What?
What's your advice on self-love after a relationship?
After a breakup?
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Drugs?
And alcohol. Just kidding, guys. Alcohol, yes. Drugs, no. But it's the same thing. They both kill you slowly. But yes, I would party a lot. Like I said, focus on what makes you happy. Have fun. I know at the end of the day, you're still going to come home. It can be 9 at night, 3 in the morning. You're still going to like, fuck, my tummy hurts. Like, I miss her, you know, like simp status. But like, yeah, you just got to tough it out.
I think time does heal, right?
I don't think time heals.
Why not? You don't
because
think, okay, put
you always said
scenario.
This. Oh, I would always love you.
No, but I'm saying, okay, I'm not saying that time is going to make me stop loving you. I'm saying that if we hadn't gotten back together, I would always love you. You would always be my first love. And you would I feel like it sucks to say this because, yeah, like you would always just be my person, you know?
No, but I understand. You wouldn't like love me anymore. You would just like miss the good time.
No, I would love you still, but I'm saying that, say like you nunca me buscas otra vez.
Oh yeah.
Time would heal the wound, but I would still love you. Like I wouldn't stop loving you, but it would heal the wound.
Would it be healed if I like started approaching you again after 5 years?
I don't know.
No, girl, but yeah, you heal. Just not from me, okay? So you're lucky that you didn't fall in love with me because you wouldn't be here with Blanca having a kid. I'm kidding, guys. Anyways, next. Hi, guys. I need some advice. I'm a broke college student and I'm currently writing a paper for one of my classes. But besides that point, what advice do you have for me? I have so much going on in my life and I feel like I don't have much time to do much. I can't even imagine having a newborn like you guys. How do you guys balance everything out? You guys do a really good job giving advice about relationships, but now let's do a reality check on life because, girl, it ain't easy. Much love to the both of you and baby Franco and the pups. Mwah. Girl, I've been in your exact same position. You're in college, right? You're writing this shitty essay that no one gives a fuck about, or it doesn't even matter. Like, it's such a stupid ass topic. And you're like, what does this even have to do with my business major? What does the fucking Spanish War Revolution have to do with my accounting major? This is so stupid. And girl, look, if you have a passion for school, if you're good at it, then keep going. I'm not going to tell you college is a scam. College is stupid. Because if you do have an end goal at the end of it, and you're not just wasting your money or your parents' money, then go for it. But if you're not in love with school, if you find it hard, you find it exhausting, then I suggest you have hobbies, you have things you're good at, and find a way to start making money off of those things, okay? So that's my best advice. Hang in there if you truly love school or you're working towards something. But if you don't, like I said, always plan. People like to go straight into I quit college or I quit my job or I leave my husband. Like, have a plan. Like, okay, school's not my thing. The semester ends in 6 months. Here to 6 months, I'm going to make it my goal to find something that I'm really good at and how I can make profit off of it.
I like how I was nodding throughout your entire advice and I didn't even go to college.
I'm you did? You went for a month?
Yeah, but literally I had 2 classes and I never had to write an essay. Well, I probably did, but you didn't do my college was dummy for sure. It wasn't even a college. It was an institution. But yeah, like Jonathan said, you just have to find other hobbies and how to make money off of other hobbies. I feel like I have a lot of friends that really wanted to go to college, and then when they were in college, they're like, oh, I don't really think I'm passionate about it, so they quit college. And no te cierres, like, you're probably thinking, if I don't go to college, I'm a piece of shit. If I don't go to college, I'm not gonna make my parents proud. If I'm not gonna, no, because at the end of the day, you're gonna find a way to make your parents proud, you know. So there's jobs that don't require a college degree. There's a lot of things that you can do that doesn't require you to graduate from college. So if at the end of the day you feel like it's not your passion, just look somewhere else. Look for a good paying job, a good receptionist job, anything like that. It's still gonna make you money, and you can still find hobbies to, what was that thing? It's like, let your job fund your hobbies until your hobbies can
fund your job. The only one I know is that if you find something you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah. But for now, girl, find a hobby that you can fund right now with your job, and then let that hobby fund your life when time comes.
And you might be asking yourself, well, I'm not good at nothing. I don't have hobbies. You do, girl. Like, trust me. Like, if you really like watching certain YouTube videos about something, see what that is, and like, oh shit, I really love fucking. Give me a topic that you watch on YouTube.
Mommy vlogs.
If you really love mommy vlogs, then invent something that will make mom's lives easier, you know?
Yeah, or even, I feel like we always tell you guys this, but TikTok is such a good way to go viral. Mm-hmm. And if you just get on one viral TikTok and then people start asking for more types of TikToks like that, then you just, I know it might sound like really stupid advice, but this is what the world has come to, guys. TikTok has literally made so many people millions of dollars, so why can't it make you millions of dollars?
Yeah. But if you like school, erase our advice and keep pushing, okay?
Yes, I wish I had really liked school. This. Well, Me I did. Too. I just didn't have money to go.
No, you didn't, babe.
Yes, I did.
You failed stats.
No, but I liked, like, when I was going to college, I liked it. I just didn't have. You
liked it?
Yeah, I just didn't have the money to pay because it was literally the same amount of money that it was for rent. So we either had to pay rent or had to pay my college, so I had to quit.
You should have told me. I would have paid it for you.
Oh, really?
When I was a broke college student, too. No, I had the money for school, but I didn't like it.
Mira nomás.
But it wasn't my money. It was the government.
Okay, marriage. My 25-year-old boyfriend and I am also 25 years old, have been together for 3 years. I have a 4-year-old from a previous relationship. My boyfriend is the only father figure my son has. That's his papi. My son has my last name. My boyfriend and I have talked about marriage, but he's never mentioned adopting my son or even giving him his last name, which is something I would like. We have a 2-year-old together, and obviously he has his last name. So I always think if we do get married, I would want all of us to have the same last name. I never want my son to feel left out. Something about me is I hate talking about my feelings because I immediately start getting teary-eyed. Y también porque soy rencorosa. ¿Ustedes qué opinan? By the way, love you guys. I love you too.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Like, I know where you're coming from.
I'm like, really? Why?
No, like, I know where you're coming from. Like, you want him to, like, you know, say it. Like, oh, when we get married, Billy's going to be my last name.
Yeah.
You know? And the fact that he hasn't said it. Te está calando la espinita. Te veo.
Como dices, eres rencorosa.
You're a Taurus.
But you can't, no puedes guardar rencor sobre algo de que no has platicado con tu novio. Sí. You know? So you're already building rencor when there's no need to. You just gotta tell him, like, hey, babe, when we get married, he's gonna have your last name. You don't even have to ask him.
No, babe, but he should have said it.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you had a kid from him and you say that he's like a daddy figure to him, le dice papi, you, as a man, you take the first step. By the way, Junior's getting my last name when we get married.
So what do you
That's something you should be proud of. But not everyone has that common sense. Not everyone thinks like me. Not everyone thinks outside the box sometimes. So maybe he se le voló la onda. He hasn't brought it up. Or maybe to respect, not that he respects your other baby daddy, but maybe he respects like you. he doesn't want to like overstep, maybe.
Or maybe he's too shy to ask you because he's afraid that you're gonna be like, no, like he's not like your born son, you know. Yeah. So there's just a lot of miscommunication in the middle. So as I said, girl, if you're thinking about marriage, it's gonna be hard, but you have to communicate what you want and what you need with your husband.
You see the weed in your garden right now. You're too afraid to pick it. You gotta grab that weed and pull it from the roots. And if it comes out to be your husband's like, I don't want him to have my last name, se arman los chingazos, pues, because now you know the truth. Now you can fight.
Okay? Now you have a reason to be mad.
Yeah.
Right now, I think you're getting a little bit upset, but there's no reason, and you're already building. It's like we said in our last podcast, like girls already build a fight before the fight happens.
Yeah.
So definitely pick the weed, like Jonathan said.
Okay. I'm glad you guys are starting to send some in like this, because a lot of them are relationship and marriage, which is great, but I feel like a lot of them, I hate knowing that some of you guys feel lonely, because obviously we felt like that before. So I like that you guys send ones like these. So this one's titled Advice: How do you manage being at home and not overthink things? I'm at stay-at-home mom and I always overthinking. I'm at stay-at-home mom. Also, we can get the French toast recipe again or make it on TikTok. Please, love y'all.
Oh my god. The French toast recipe is actually on my mom's highlights. So go to my mom's Instagram right here, babe. Make sure you put it. Fuck. It's in her highlights, and you can see the French toast recipe. It's chef's kiss.
Okay. Not to overthink. Look, girl. How I've always
First of all, I'm so sorry, girl. Being a stay-at-home mom is hard. And a lot of people think it's not a job, like blah, blah, blah. Dude, I think even being a stay-at-home mom is as hard as having to leave your kid to go to a job, because están contigo 24/7. You don't get a break. Me breaking down right now. You don't get a break. But no, it is hard. So sorry about that, girl. Already sending you so much love for that. But go ahead, babe.
No, just like the overthinking, it's like, can I change anything? And if the answer is no, unfortunately, then don't think about it. I know it's so dumb, but you can't change the past. You can't change the future. So don't think about it, girl. Don't think about it.
Thanks.
No, it's just so easy, but sometimes you need to hear it. Like, don't think about something that's just going to bring harm. I know I overthink all the time. And then before I know it, my nails are bleeding and my fingers are bleeding because I'm overthinking. But then I realize I'm like, sometimes there's a study that says when you smile, it actually like makes you happier. So practice like a fake smile and then remember all the good things in your life and then forget the bullshit.
Yeah, sometimes when you're alone, home alone, sad and tired, you definitely fall into a headspace where you start thinking about everything that happened in the past or everything that could happen in the future. And that's just a thief of happiness. Like if you put yourself and think about all the things that you could have changed in the past to change your present, you're just going to obviously fall into a hole that you're not going to be able to crawl out of. So definitely, if you start feeling like you're thinking too much about the past, about the future, you have to ground yourself back and be thankful and grateful for what you have right now. Thankful and grateful that you can stay home with your son or with your daughter, and that you get to be a stay-at-home mom, because there's a lot of people that would love to be stay-at-home moms but have to go work a 9 to 5 every single day and leave the baby with the babysitter. So definitely count your blessings and be grateful every day, and I promise you that's going to help so much, especially when you're feeling lonely, because at the end of the day you're not lonely. Ya tienes a tus babies.
You have us on j&jvlogs to go watch our vlogs.
Just put us on the TV and let it play. And watch all the ads if you want. Religious mother-in-law. Hello, J&J and baby Franco. Lately, I've been avoiding going to my boyfriend's house because of his mom. I feel like she's constantly judging every move we make or every conversation we have, all after I leave. When my boyfriend and I were going to church, she sent him a message saying he shouldn't be going up to drink the wine. I don't remember what it's called, if he's having sex before marriage. I think this is all because my boyfriend's brother got his girlfriend pregnant, and I know she's bitter about that. I've been with him for 6 years, and I have not given her a reason to be so against me, mainly due to religion. I don't know what to do, sad face. I feel like she's making me turn bitter towards church.
Girl, you've been with him for 6 years and you've never done nothing to her and she still acts like that. I would start having some fun with that. I would start pissing her off.
Like, what would you do?
I would start freaking wearing shirts that say fucking some weird shit on it.
Jesus Christ.
To the house.
Babe.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, she's put up with her for 6 freaking years. She's never given a reasoner. Y la gente que va a la iglesia a veces es the most hypocritical, nasty people there are. You're telling me you go to church and you think you're so good in that, but then sales y lo empiezas a chismear con tus comadres and stews, all that stuff. So, yeah, don't tell your son not to eat la hostia because he's had sex, but then you're all up there chugging that shit down when you're over here talking shit y viendo novelas y tomando alcohol. Like, come on, bro. Like,
that is, yeah, that's very true. And I feel like there's a lot of stigma around religion, because a lot of people are like, yeah, I have a relationship with God, but I don't consider myself Catholic or Christian because there's a lot of things that I don't agree about in the Catholic religion. But there are a lot of things in the Catholic religion that it's like, so
yeah.
if I wear holes to church, like, I couldn't wear ripped pants and pasar la canasta. Like, if I would get to church on Sunday and my pants were ripped, I wasn't able to collect money. And I was like, you really think God is going to be mad at me because I have rips in my jeans? Yeah. But, you know, like, there's just a lot of things like that just doesn't make sense to me in my head. So, yeah, I don't know, girl.
And it's also, I feel like it's your boyfriend's fault también. Like, you've been together for 6 years and you still let him kind of, like, have your mom's attitude towards you like that. Like,
or deal with it. Like,
yeah, tell him, be like, hey, why does your mom keep looking at me like that? Why does your mom think, like, yo, tell her something, or I'm gonna dip out on you. Like, this isn't fair.
Or tell him straight up, girl. Be like, if your mom keeps being like that, I don't feel comfortable going to your house, and I'm not gonna go. Period. Yeah. End of story.
Because at the end of the day, girl, you've already wasted 6 years that you could have found with someone else's mom that loves you like a daughter of her own. You know what I mean? Like, there's a mother-in-law out there wishing she had you, and esta amargada te tiene, and she's just knobbing and
she's just judging you.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. And that's as much fault as la suegra as your boyfriend's.
And here's your reassurance that you don't have to feel bad if you don't want to go over. You can't go over somewhere that you're not going to feel comfortable. So just tell your boyfriend, be straight up. Hey, I love you, but I'm not going to go over to your house because I don't feel comfortable with the way your mom watches me and the way your mom makes me feel judged. Yeah, ahí se acabó. End of story. Your boyfriend has a lot of say into this, and all he can do is tell his mom to stop or stop bringing you over. And babe, the camera is dying. So what do you want to do about that?
What time is it?
There's literally no time.
Oh, no, yeah. It's already 45. Yep. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in on another podcast. We freaking love you.
We love you so much. We appreciate you so much, and we just want to thank you for watching this podcast, for watching J&J, for watching my personal channel. You guys have no idea how much you mean to us, and especially because without you we wouldn't be sitting here giving advice and you guys taking it. So thank you, truly thank you to every single one of you that's listening to this video. Go ahead and check out our other social medias if you want to support us.
And if you made it this far, comment down a little bear emoji in the comments. Whatever you comment, like, oh, I love you guys, whatever, just make sure you add the bear emoji and $50. So all these people that didn't make this far, tell me, like, why do people add a bear? You know? Yeah. Anyways, we love you guys. We appreciate you. So many exciting things coming
next
soon
week
that we haven't even told J&J or her channel. Only you guys know. But super exciting things. And when we do post it on J&J, you guys are going to be able to be like, we knew it. We knew
something was happening. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. And we will see you in the
next Friday.
Next Friday.
Bye.